doing better at
When it came, it was pretty big, huh? That's perfect.
Smile. That surf session was super fun. I was out earlier in that day and I didn't bring my GoPro with me because I felt like, I don't know, sometimes I get super superstitious, and the time before I had my GoPro and I broke my board and was just getting pounded, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to bring the GoPro for the next session and see what happens. Then I had a really good session and I was like, okay, maybe I broke the curse. I'm going to go out again in the afternoon and bring the GoPro. So I'm happy I brought it because I captured those super fun waves. Anyways, this is the next day and I'm working out with my dog friends. These guys are my support. It's really hard for me to be motivated to stay, in that same routine when I'm at home, like working out wise. When I'm back home in Hawaii, it's so easy for me to like stay in my routine because, I'm just used to it. But when I go anywhere else, I don't know, it just takes me a while to adjust. So this trip, I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I keep working out and I don't, slack off, because the moment I slack off, it just takes so much more to get back to where you were. So I'm trying to be consistent because I know that consistency is key. In the last vlog, I talked about how I had staph, so I didn't do anything for like a week. And I felt like just within that 1 week of not doing anything, I kind of felt like I did a few steps backwards, fitness-wise. So I was kind of bummed about that. So I was like, all right, I gotta like get back to where I was and just not get discouraged, because I feel like for me, sometimes it's really easy to get discouraged when I'm not, getting the results that I want. Like, I know everything takes time, so I have to remind myself, like, okay, even if something happens like this, like I get a staph infection or I get sick, I just need to like, go through the process of that, and I'm going to heal and I'm going to come back stronger. I really wish I had a front angle of this wave so you guys could see how pounded I actually got. Sometimes on the GoPro it's hard to tell like a wipeout, like how gnarly it is, but this actually hurt. I slammed my face pretty hard against the water and I had a bruise on my jaw for like a week. But that was my first wave of Teotu's birthday session, and I was like trying my best to just smile and be like, okay, I'm okay, everything's fine. But I was actually like, oh my dear, I just got so pounded, like what the heck. Teotu and like 3 other people asked me if I was okay after that wipeout, and that's how I know that it was a bad wipeout. So I was so happy Teotu just got like his first wave of being 30, and then all of a sudden I'm looking out the back and I'm like, oh my dear, there's like a bomb set coming. So I was paddling as fast as I could, as you can see right here, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it, I have to bail. So I bailed and my board broke. So actually when I bailed my board, someone was directly behind me. I still don't know who it was. It might have even been Teotu, and all I know is that whoever it was, their body was like stuck inside of my leash, so I couldn't get up, and I was like actually drowning down there. I had to rip my leash off, and then I was able to finally surface, and I was like, oh my dear, I literally like haven't dropped into a wave, I buckled my board, and now I broke my board. Like, what is going on? So I was just sitting out the back. Thankfully, those bomb sets were just like 2 random bomb sets. So I just swam back into the channel, and thankfully Teotu's friends Matahi and Lorenzo went and grabbed my board for me over the reef. I wish I had a video of that also, because it was pretty impressive and entertaining. My GoPro caught this shark. Overall, this is a very eventful surf session, and I mean, prior to this wave, I did swim into the lagoon, I think 2 times. Actually, throughout my whole trip in Tahiti, I think I might have gone into the lagoon like at least 3 times. This is why training outside of surfing is so important for me, because I don't really feel confident if I haven't been training. I feel really confident if I know I've been putting in a lot of work on land to be, you know, physically capable in the water. So oftentimes, not only on this trip, but this past winter, if I'm not feeling 100%, I'm not even going to go out and even try to surf these type of waves, because these waves require not only skill and confidence, but it requires you to be physically very able. And that's why if I'm feeling like I just came off of a cold, or I haven't been training like I usually am training, I will just stick to another wave, because surfing waves of consequence require a lot.
Hello! Yeah, you!
Lorenzo gave me his board to use so that I could catch a couple waves with Teotu, and I was really nervous to try his board because, you know, I am a small person, I'm not a big person, and they are all big people. So I was really surprised I even got a barrel and made it out. I was actually super sketched out. So I finally got 1 barrel, I made it.
Oh.
What is it, Teotu?
It's coming up, it's coming up. Yeah, a little papillo.
Mine and Teotu's birthdays are 3 days apart. We are both Taurus. So for my birthday, I wanted to go to Moorea for the day. So we went on the ferry. It was super cool. I haven't been on this ferry since I was like 13, I think. So I forgot how big this ferry was and how many cars it could fit. So there was 3 things that I wanted to do. I wanted to go and surf, and then I wanted to go and eat a nice lunch, and I also wanted to go and swim with the sharks and the stingrays. We surfed for about 3 hours. That was super fun. Had a blast. Then we went to go and eat lunch right here. I was actually so scared when I jumped in the water, and the stingrays, I wasn't expecting them to come up to me. I thought that they were like, you know, gonna stay at a distance, but they were like going on top of me, and I was getting so nervous. But then after I realized like they were actually really friendly and cute, so I like started petting them, but I didn't know what to do at first. I wasn't prepared for that. Anyways, this was a super fun birthday, and I had the best time. Alright, that is the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next vlog will be another recap of winter. I'm trying to catch up on everything that I should have been vlogging over the winter, but I didn't. I have so many POV sessions out at Pipeline actually. Maybe I'll just do like a POV Pipeline session in the next vlog. Anyways, I'm gonna try my best to recap everything. There was the Haleiwa contest, the Pipe Masters, the backdoor shootout, the Eddie, the Pipe CT. There was a lot of contests that happened. I'm gonna try my best to catch you guys up on that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, see you guys next time.